Hello, Mr. Crane. I just have one question for you. Did you steal the last donut from the kitchen?
No, I don't think I should be held accountable.
Oh, come on, Jim. Welcome to the channel. Let's talk about the Houston Astros in 2020. We are on the road to 300 subscribers, so if you are new here today and you're looking for more baseball insight, don't forget to subscribe down below. If you like today's video, leave me a thumbs up. If not, leave me a thumbs down, and leave me a comment at the end. Tell me what you think. Last year, the Astros finished with a record of 107-55. They won the AL West, and they were the eventual American League champions. They were just a really good all-around team. They were third in runs scored, third in team ERA, and third in team fielding percentage, but they eventually lost to the Washington Nationals in 7 games in the World Series. Overall, Alex Bregman was their best player last year. He finished second in the MVP voting. He hit 41 home runs, drove in 112 runs, and had an OPS of 1.015. Their two best pitchers, Justin Verlander and Gerrit Cole, finished 1 and 2 in the Cy Young voting, with Justin Verlander coming away with the award. Overall, the Houston Astros were a phenomenal team last year, and they just missed winning their second World Series in the last 3 years. Well, I don't know if you count the one from 2017. Okay, I promise, that's the last time I mention it. Let's talk about the Houston Astros off-season. They did have a bit of a quiet off-season. They did lose more than they gained, and the big loss was Gerrit Cole signing with the New York Yankees. They also lost one of their key setup men, Will Harris, who signed with the Washington Nationals. They did sign reliever Joe Smith and catcher Martin Maldonado. They also signed Dustin Garneau, who's probably going to be their backup catcher. They also did trade backup outfielder Jake Marisnick, and they got a couple of prospects in return. One of those prospects was Blake Taylor. He rose through the minors last year very quickly. He had an ERA of 2.19 and struck out 74 batters in 66 innings. He can absolutely be a key piece in the bullpen this year. Let's take a look at a couple of prospects to look out for this year. I think a big one to keep an eye on this year is Forrest Whitley. He is easily one of the top prospects in the Astros system, and he's still one of the top prospects in all of baseball. He's 6'7", throws in the upper 90s, has a nasty curveball, a nasty slider, has a pretty solid changeup. He has a cutter that he's still working on, but this guy has so much potential. That all sounds great, right? Well, not so fast. Last year, he struggled with his command so much. This guy did have 86 strikeouts in 60 innings, but he also walked 44 batters. He just fell behind to a lot of hitters, and he just got hammered. His ERA ballooned to 7.99. However, he still has really good stuff. He's still one of the top prospects in baseball. He added a lot of weight this year to kind of hold up for the whole year, and he did really well in the Arizona Fall League. I expect big things from Forrest Whitley this year. Also look out for Tyler Ivey. In 52 innings pitched between rookie ball, single A, and double A, he had an ERA of 1.56 and 68 strikeouts. This is a guy who could provide some spot starts this year and maybe even help out of the bullpen. Moving on to 2020, let's talk about some keys for the Astros this year. I think the big thing overall for the Astros, are they going to be able to block out the noise? This team is going to get a lot of hate this year. Are they going to be able to channel that negativity and be able to use it for motivation this year? Or are they going to succumb to it? Are they going to let it bother them to the point where they're just not producing on the field? However, even with the loss of Gerrit Cole and Will Harris, this team is still really talented. I think a lot of people wanted to dismiss them this year just because of the whole cheating scandal, but I think they are still primed to win an AL West title. That offense is still really good. You have Alex Bregman, who was second in the MVP voting last year behind Mike Trout, who was the best player in all of baseball. You have Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Michael Brantley, George Springer. This lineup is still loaded, but with the whole cheating scandal looming over them, will these guys in this lineup be able to produce? This year for the Astros is going to be unlike any we have seen before. It's going to be really interesting to see how these hitters respond to all the noise. Another key factor is their starting pitching. Justin Verlander and Zach Greinke, they're still two of the best pitchers in baseball, but they're both 36 years old. They're coming off of a World Series where they went to the farthest possible point without even winning a championship. How are they going to hold up this year? A key for them is they're going to have other guys step up, especially with the loss of Gerrit Cole. They do have Lance McCullers coming back. He missed all of 2019 due to Tommy John surgery, but this is a solid guy that can really come back into that rotation and provide a lot. But with Gerrit Cole, you're losing an amazing pitcher. Is he going to be enough to fill that void? A huge loss that I feel like not really many people are talking about is Will Harris. This guy was awesome last year for the Astros. He had an ERA below 2 with over 70 innings pitched. This was one of the best setup men in baseball. You're going to have Robert Osuna, their closer, put together another solid season. Ryan Presley, he's going to have to put together another solid season. But then there's also guys like Joshua James, Chris Davinsky, Framber Valdez. Are they going to be able to take a step forward this year? In the end, I still think this is the Astros division to lose. I don't think the Athletics did that much this offseason to really put themselves ahead of the Astros. The Angels did a ton this year, but the Angels, do they have enough pitching? They did sign Julio Teheran, but that's not an ace. He is a number 3, maybe number 4 starter at best in your rotation. So in the end, I still think the Astros have enough talent to be able to win that division comfortably. But will they be able to make it back to the World Series? I mean, right now, I don't think so. The Yankees, on paper, as of right now, are looking awesome. But that's on paper. Look what happened to the Yankees last year, all those injuries. Will the Yankees be able to keep all of their players on the field? The Astros, I think they're going to need to have some chips fall their way. But overall, right now, I don't think the Astros are going to be able to make it back to the World Series if the Yankees can put it all together. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Do you think the Astros are going to win the AL West this year? Do you think they're going to make it back to the World Series this year? Again, if you like today's video, leave me a thumbs up. If not, leave me a thumbs down. And if you are looking for more baseball insight, feel free to subscribe down below. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.